deal, man? It's your boy coming back at you again, man. More content, man. On my way to go get it as you should. Hey, man, we gotta protect your energy, man. There's a lot of people, they come in different forms of and fashions of different things. Sometimes they might come in the form of money, or sometimes it might come in the form of lust, or whatever, however it's coming at you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta protect your energy at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a lot of bloodsuckers out there, man. It's a lot of people that want to use your time up, use you, and then throw you away. You know what I'm saying? Get everything they can about you, and then when you no longer any useful to them, they throw you away. You know what I'm saying? So protect your energy. Anytime somebody going out their way to deal with you or be a part of your life, ask yourself why. What are you bringing to the table in that situation? What are they bringing to the table in that situation? These are the things that we need to be cognitive of. Because people, they bloodthirsty, they money hungry, they leeches. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to piggyback off of what you got going on. Not to say that you can't learn from other people. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, soak up some game from the next person. You know what I'm saying? But just be careful who you let in, because you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are takers. They might be taking more than what they giving. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you bring to the table, they need to be bringing the same thing to the table. They need to be having the same energy. If you're putting in all the effort into the business, into the deal, or whatever the situation is, you're carrying them. I mean, some people like to do that. Some people like to put everybody on their shoulders and rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure that you aware of what's happening, what's taking place. That way you don't put yourself in a position to be used. That way you don't put yourself in a position to misunderstand the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because you find yourself looking out for people, taking care of people, giving people game, and then you might need them in a situation and they nowhere to be found. But when you do stuff for people, don't expect nothing in return. You shouldn't expect nothing in return. When you do something for somebody, or you help somebody, or you lacing somebody, you don't expect them to do the same thing for you, because it ain't their job to do that. Because it makes it look disingenuous if you ask somebody for help, or you need something and you trying to throw it back in their face. Oh, well, what about when I did this? And what about with the time I did that? Oh man, I see how it is. So you mean to tell me that you was only looking out for me and doing things for me to get something in return? It's good to reciprocate that energy, but if they don't, let it go. That don't mean that they don't love you. That don't mean that they don't got, you know what I'm saying? It just mean that they ain't built like that, or they ain't in position to look out the way that you looked out. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you got to be aware of before you even start dealing with people. The world is going to shit. We got to make sure that we are focused on what's important, like our health, who we got around us, and all that. That's real, because at the end of the day, what really matters? You got to ask yourself that question. How long you plan on being on this planet? Or does that even matter to you? Do you care whether you live or die? Do you care how you live and how you die? These are the things that we got to be asking ourselves on a daily basis, because one day we're going to look up and we're going to be 65. One day we're going to look up, we're going to be 75, 85. If God willing. We don't want to have no regrets. The mistakes that we make today this will have a major impact on the situations that we are in 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Off of the decisions that we make today, off of the seeds that we plant today, to where we can enjoy the fruits of our labor, to whether it be putting your kids through college, whether it be putting your grandkids through college, whether it be leaving something behind when you live. Man, I'm telling you, get life insurance, get something, get some property before it's all said and done. You ain't never too old to get to buy some property, even if you feel like you're not gonna be around to fully enjoy it like that. Get something that way you can pass it along. Get a life insurance policy to where when you pass away, fuck giving them the money, but have the money go towards the house and pay the damn house off. Have something. Have a safe haven for your family. Have something. You don't want your family. Make it as easy for your family as possible to succeed when you're no longer here. Dame Dash already said, man, if you just grinding for yourself, you're not grinding for your bloodline, it's selfish. All of these things are easier said than done, but that's where it starts. It starts in the mind. You got to speak these things into existence. You have to be aware of these things. You have to acknowledge that these are the things that we need to do. All of these things that they're not teaching us in school, how to build generational wealth and stuff like that, how to be bosses, how not to be employees. They not teaching us that in school, man. The Rockefellers knew what they was doing when they came up with all these institutions, man. They wanted us all to become workers. They wanted us all to be slaves. Slaves to everything, slave to the dollar, slave to everything. Now we slave to people's perception. We don't even do something unless we think it's okay with everybody else. Everything gotta get approval from everybody else. They don't got nothing to do with you. That ain't contributing to your pot. That ain't contributing to your life. That ain't contributing to your family's life. But we so worried about what their opinion and what they think and how it's gonna look. Everything is superficial. If I fuck with a bitch, I don't even want their social media. Cause that ain't the real you, that's the fake you. Oh, and it's like, oh man, you ain't got your bitch on Instagram? Nah. Y'all can have that. Y'all can try and keep up on, nah, I'm the nigga, she right here in my bed. I'm getting to know the real her, and you can beat your dicks to the goddamn pixels on your phone. Everything is fake. You think that's the real them. People only showing the good times, the happy times. But people not posting on Instagram that fucking past due notice for PG&E. People not posting their eviction notices. People not posting them STD results. People not posting themselves walking about the abortion clinic. People not posting themselves getting fired. People ain't posting themselves. People ain't posting their bank account when it ain't no money up in there. People only showing you the good times. How real is that? Life don't work like that. It's ups and downs, smiles and frowns. So yeah, we all gotta check ourselves before we end up in somewhere we don't want to be. Whether that be in the afterlife or in this life that we have here on this planet right now. Put out good energy. Treat people the way that we want to be treated. Be good to people. Not because you expected something in return, but because it's the right thing to do. Because you know better. You know right from wrong. Do the right thing, like Spike Lee would say. All of this shit with sports and all this shit is a fucking distraction. It's the fucking Roman circus. All this shit is a fucking distraction from you doing what you was put on this planet to do. It's all a distraction that prevents you from building something for your family, building something for your bloodline. Everything is a fucking distraction, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, all that shit. It's niggas getting locked up, going through withdrawals from these fucking phones, man. People are addicted to phones. By the time most kids is in kindergarten, they're addicted to some type of electronic device. Addicted. Now, mind you, it ain't what you're using, it's what you're using it for. So if you got some type of electronic device, it needs to be monitored, whether you're a child or an adult. How much time you spending on this? How much time is this taking you from what you need to do, whether it be taking time away from your family or taking time away from your business, or is it contributing to your business? Is it helping you advance? Are you learning something? Are you learning something that you can take with you? Are you learning something that you can pass down to the next generation? These are the things that we need to be asking ourselves. So the best thing is to stay locked in. Don't get distracted with the circus. Everybody that's in the blender trying to keep up with this celebrity, that celebrity, who fucking who, and who doing this, and who told on who, and all of that, and all that shit. Don't none of that shit matter. What your kids' report cards looking like, what your kids' health looking like, what they diet looking like, what they brains looking like, what they talking about. Because the generations is getting dumber and dumber. We in the age of information. But yet the generations is getting dumber and dumber. Kids is getting weaker and weaker and less self-sufficient. How is that? When all the information is available to us. The other day I was talking shit about the baby boomer generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, millennial or whatever. I don't know what that would be considered. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's probably Y or something like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, I think X is like from 69 to like 80 or some shit like that. I don't know. But anyway, I was talking shit about the fucking millennial. Baby boomer generation, because I was like, man, them motherfuckers believe whatever the fuck they was told. They didn't do no fucking they weren't self-taught or look shit up for themselves. They believe whatever the fuck everybody told them, no matter what it was. It was good. It was good, and it was good, and it was bad. Good because the narrative was a little bit different, to where people were still able to be strong. Bad is because they were able to be manipulated. Oh yeah, I have to fix that. But the generations is getting worse and worse. So it's up to us, and we have to be aware of what's going on and try and pass some good information down to the next generation, man, for real. If not, what are you here for? I told a female, I said, look, okay, I understand you got your music career. I understand you got your degree in this and your degree in that. I understand all of this, and you like to hang out with your friends, and you like to drink a little bit, and you're doing this and that. And but do you feel? I told her, I said, I feel like the most important thing that a woman could do is raise her child into be an adult. I told her there is nothing as far as your career that you could ever do that will be more fulfilling than having a baby and raising that child to adulthood. And she thought I was crazy. And this is just as important. This is important for a man as well, but I feel like even more so for a female, because they window is smaller, they biological clock and all that. But she said I was crazy. But I'm just like, how? How, Sway? You can't tell me that having all these fucking degrees, you got a degree in everything, but you can't get a job, find a job and nothing, none of the shit you done went to school for. And you telling me you going around doing shows, $500 is more fulfilling than having a baby? That, I mean, to each his own, but that just shows you where we at as a people. Throughout history, people had roles for a reason. Certain people, certain genders are better in other areas than... Man, we supposed to be leaders, protectors, go-getters, disciplinarians. The woman is the nurturer, first teacher of the child, the nurturer. Nurture the household. But people taking these roles and they looking at it as a bad thing. She was making it seem like I was trying to diminish what she had accomplished. I'm not. But I'm just saying that certain things are more important than other things. Not to say that what you're doing or what you have done is not as important, but there are certain things, it's levels to it. There's certain things that are more important than the other. I see people out there on the street holding them signs and shit, man, it's sad. Like, how you let it get to that? But really, at the end of the day, they the free ones. They ain't gotta worry about no bills. They ain't gotta worry about nothing. All they can just go ahead and lay down where they at. They done said, fuck them kids, fuck everything, I'm just gonna sleep outside. But they say that we one emergency away. The average American is one emergency away, one injury away, one something away from being on the street. But it was put together like that by design. All of this shit is by design. It's not a fucking coincidence. They wanted it like this. Everybody can't be owned. When I say own, everybody can't have money. The only thing that's giving the money value is how much of it is in circulation. So if everybody got it, it don't got no value. You need people to support you. You need people buying your shit. You need people being workers and regular people and shit. The system is designed to keep people where they at. This is why things like sports is changing. Look at sports, how it's changing, how kids can now start to earn money off of their likeness, and how the movie industry and the music industry, everything is changing. More and more people are able, due to technology and the times that we live in, people are able to make money off of themselves, whether it be through podcasting or vlogging or anything. People are able to make money off of themselves through the movies and all that type of stuff. You don't gotta have a big blockbuster hit in order to you know what I'm saying, make money off your movie. You can put that shit on Tubi. It's plenty of platforms you can put your movie on. To where it wasn't like that back in the day, man. It's just everything is oversaturated. The music oversaturated, the movies oversaturated, everything is oversaturated. It's just everything up in front of your face. To where back in the day, they had a fence up. They had gatekeepers. They still do, but it was like an in crowd and an out crowd. Even like, look at the music industry and shit. You had to become quote unquote mainstream. Yeah, there's still mainstream artists that got that machine behind them. But even now, Mr. Underground, Mr. Lil Underground can get 5-10 a show. Easy. You know what I'm saying? they can get money. People listen, and it ain't even about the machine no more. People don't nobody listen to fucking radio. People is listening to who they want to listen to. It don't matter what the machine forced down people's throat. People is gonna gravitate to what they like, because we got access to everything through these phones, through the internet. We got access to everything. To back in the day, the only videos we was watching was what they showed us on BET, 106 in Park, MTV, Rap City. So if you wasn't on there, then you was nobody. Toward now, you can build your own platform on YouTube and have your own following. You don't need the machine. The machine is just gonna put you over the top. The machine is just adding insult to injury. You already got your own following, but let me take you over the top. And the machine is only getting behind the bullshit. But they've been doing it so long that that's what all the people want is bullshit anyway. But yeah, man, the game is changing. The game is rigged. So if we know that they cheating, so if we know the game is rigged, we know times is changing for the worse. We gotta make sure we doing what we gotta do to counter that, to counter the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Counter the bullshit. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tap back with y'all in a minute, man. Peace.